What's up, guys? How are you? I hope everyone is doing great out there. It's your boy RRR back in action. It's a typical day here out in Hyderabad and usual day of quarantine. And I'm thinking of reviewing this product of mine. And this is my SJ Cam. This is my primary action camera, and this is the SJ Cam SJ7 Star. Just have a look at it. I've been using this action camera for the past 4 months, I guess. I got this back in January, third week of January 2020, and right now it's May 13th, and I hope I'm eligible enough to review this product right now. So let's have a cinematic look of it. Like every other product out in the market, this thing too has its own set of good things and set of bad things, and I made a list of few of them. Now let's go with the good things first, and then let's go with the bad things. Besides these good things and bad things, there are like 6 important pillars of a great action camera that you have to consider, and let's go one at a time. Now these 6 pillars of the action camera, like the 6 essential pillars of the action camera are: first one is the video quality, second one is the audio quality, and third one the build quality, and fourth one battery, fifth one is about the accessories and the support, sixth one is about its pricing. Like if it ticks all of the boxes and it is like very absurdly priced, it does not make any sense. So let's look into it one at a time. First, let's dive into the video quality. The SJ Cam has very various different features, various settings that you can look into it. For an example, this can record in 4K, not upscale 4K, native 4K, and this is a 16 megapixel sensor from Sony, I guess. And I will show you these modes. It can record in various modes such as 4K, 1440p, and 1080p. And this 1080p is where the camera is most comfortable recording. It has many modes in 1080p setting, like look at these. There are like many modes in it. I hope it's visible. Now I will attach a few riding clips that I have shot during these months, back from January to before the lockdown. I did not ride much during the lockdown. I've ridden many motorcycles with this. Like I rode the ADV 390, Xpulse 200, many motorcycles. Even the R15V3. I will try to attach the videos from this camera in the timeline right now, and you can look and judge its video quality by yourself. hope you have watched the camera samples from the SJCam. Now let's look into the important aspect, another important aspect, the audio quality. The audio quality in this thing is not great to begin with. The audio is like very much noisy or muffled. For an example, let's listen to it. Now there are three sources. If I include this, there are three various sources from which the audio is being recorded. For an example, the lapel mic below my neck, and the second source is the smartphone which I'm filming this video with. Now let's I will record a video in it and extract the audio so that you will get an idea of it. I'm holding it. This is the mic test for the SJCam SJ7 Star. I hope this does not fail to impress you. I'm holding it. This is the mic test for the SJCam SJ7 Star. I hope this does not fail to impress you. I'm telling it once again, the audio is not really great to begin with. I even went ahead and ordered this external microphone for the SJCam, but even it was not of that use. I don't know, I guess I got a counterfeit product. There was no serial number or anything. I just came across that recently. There were sellers who were selling these fake microphones or the counterfeit microphones. I will try to get an official accessory from the SJCam website, and I will make sure I will update it on the description how it feels. As of now, even the external microphone is of no use. I install it on my helmet, and when I am riding, it is making a irritating, like very irritating and crackling noise and squeaking noise. You can't simply hear it. If I put it in, you will definitely feel bad. Okay, now let's get into the third aspect of the essential pillars, that is the build quality. I can definitely tell that the build quality of this camera is superior to many other action cameras available at the same price. Just have a look at it. The entire white part you look, or the which is visible, is made out of pure aluminum. It's a bit slippery, but it adds slight heft to the camera and it feels a lot premium. As I just told, I have been using Hero 8 for the I used the Hero 8 for a few days, and the Hero 8 was sort of like rubbery on the outer surface. I didn't like it, even though my friend paid like 40,000 rupees for it. It was the build quality that I didn't feel it sufficient enough for me, at least for the sense of touch. When you hold both of them in your hand, this camera definitely feels a lot premium than the Hero 8. Now let's look into the fourth primary pillar for a good action camera, that is the battery. The battery of the SJCam is rested below on the bottom side of the camera. You just have to pull this knob, pop it out, and there is a small little tab. I hope it's visible. You have to pull it just to remove the battery. This is the battery for the SJCam SJ7 Star. It's even the same for the SJ8, I guess, and this is a 1050 milliamp hour battery, and this gives me a video recording range for time of 1 hour, 1 hour 5 minutes, depends on the temperature and the numerous times we operated. I got close to 1 hour 5 minutes a few times, and this is how it looks. And the recharging time is close to 1 hour 30 minutes. And the main advantages with this SJCam is these battery. These are very much available everywhere. For an example, you can get an original SJCam external charger and two batteries for close to 1400 rupees, and it's a pretty much rock bottom price. So we are not much bothered about the battery life, as batteries are easily available. Now the fifth important part is the accessories. Okay, let me place this battery back into it. and it's done basically. The support for the accessories or the availability of the accessories very high for the SJ Cam. Look at this. This is the a strong waterproof case that is made available just with the box. It comes out of the box, and this external skeletal case too. I'm not much satisfied with its build quality. It is not that great. I hope this is universal. Like, I mean, it fits for the SJ6, SJ5, and even 7. I don't know if it fits for 8 or not, and it does not fit for 9 for sure. SJ9. And this is the external case, and I dropped my camera many times with this case, and it did not even scratch the case, or it did not even damage the case, except there is a huge scratch that formed on the external casing and external casing lid. This is how you open it. You have to open it, place the camera in, and boom, it's locked. And it is a pretty much rock solid camera. It can take a lot of beating right now, and without the case it's a bit fragile, but with the case it's a behemoth. Nothing can beat it. Even it can take a lot of beating than even the Hero 8. And the last but the most important factor is the price. This is a very value for money action camera. For an example, this thing is right now priced at 10,500 or 11,000 rupees close to. For 11,000 rupees you get a lot of accessories and a very good video quality out of it. Audio is the one thing that you have to experiment on, and it's not that great. It's okay if you put the external camera, it's okay, acceptable. And there are like many mounts, close to 7-8 mounts given with the stock packaging. I almost lost many mounts, and even my packaging is damaged. As I got it from my cousin, my packaging was damaged, so I am unable to show it right now. And I will try to at least post a few pictures what I have got with the camera. So that's it. 11,000 rupees along with all the cases, and if you pay a few hundred more, you will get another spare battery too, and it's a spot on price. That's why I consider it to be one of the very good action camera. You can simply go ahead and purchase it. Now let's talk about the bad things about this camera. The primary irritating thing about this camera for me is when I mount it on my helmet like this, I can't see whether the video is being recorded or not. However, SJ Cam has included a small tiny light. Look at these two notches. I will turn on the camera. It just blinks. The blue color is visible, I guess, right now. This is the only indication that whenever if the video is recording, it blinks, and this is very hard to view in a typical very Indian bright sunlight. And other thing is, when we put on this case, these two buttons come in the way of these lights, and it's almost impossible to see if the video is actually recording or not. That becomes a very problematic when you are motovlogging or you want to record a video. And I ended up with many situations where I thought I recorded a video, but video did not get recorded. That's one major flaw with this. And I think in SJ6 you get a small screen here which shows the recording is happening or not. And the second very bad thing about this camera is these buttons. The case looks robust and it feels robust too, but these buttons are very hard to press. You feel pain in the tips of your fingers after pressing these things for a few times, and it's not, if you put on large gloves, and it becomes very hard while riding to turn it on or turn it off. It becomes a very problematic situation. And this thing comes with this old outdated mini USB cable. However, you get a cable with it. This is how it looks. I hope camera focuses. The mini USB cable. This is used for charging, data transfer and everything. And if you lose this thing, you will have a hard time finding another cable. They should have gone with this micro USB, which was the go to USB for all the back devices back in 2017. Nowadays it is being shifted to Type C, but it's a different game. But they should have included at least micro USB on in here. The mic, as based on the information that I got, the mic in here goes into it, and it is only compatible. This camera is only compatible with OEM SJK mics. And if you try to put in any aftermarket mic with an adapter or anything, it does not work, or it does not even record audio entirely. The entire audio recording shuts off. That's how I heard it. I don't know, I did not check it as I don't have any third party camera mic. So that's the only downside with the audio department. And the other thing is, and another downside is, as this is the micro USB port only for charging and for recording the audio, you can't charge it and you can't put in an external mic at the same time. You have to charge it or you have to use the external mic, so you have to choose between them. That's a downside that I found, but it can be fixed by easily swapping the batteries. And while talking about the batteries, another flaw I found with this is, whenever you just remove the battery and insert it, the date will reset back to 2017. For an example, I just pulled out the battery and showed it to you. Now the date shows us August 24th 2017. I don't know why it happened. This is sort of a weird flaw. For an example, you are recording, and then you ran out of juice in battery, and then you replace the battery, the time goes back to normal, goes back to 2017, and you have to set it manually every single time. And another glitch I have found is, currently this camera is running on 1.20 firmware. Out of the box it shipped with 1.22 firmware, and it was a very bad firmware. It shipped with 1.21, I guess, and I updated to 1.22, and it's a very bad update. I ended up getting the camera struck a few times. The footage got corrupted. I had many problems and glitches with it. And the day I reverted back to not even 1.21, 1.20, this camera started to behave beautifully. I mean, it's not heating that much, and the footage is not getting stuck, and the audio quality is even improved slightly. I can't expect this the company like SJK doing these sort of thing. I expect they fix all the flaws and push out another firmware. I've been waiting for it for the past 2 or 3 months. That's it. That's the review on my SJ Cam. I hope you liked it. Thank you. Comment, share and subscribe. Peace.